A very good o'clock, dear students. Here I am Nikita, ma'am, your geography teacher. Students, today let us talk about the methods of safe disposal of waste. How can we safely dispose of the waste that we produce? Okay, so waste are produced in three forms, basically solid, liquid, and gas, and the management techniques therefore vary according to the nature of the waste. Okay, obviously we cannot dispose the all kinds of waste in the same way. Okay, we can dispose the solid waste on the land, but we cannot dispose the liquid waste in the land. Okay, so there are different kinds of methods for disposal of waste. Okay, solid waste can be disposed using segregation, dumping, composting, and inclination methods. Okay, then liquid waste, effluent treatment before discharge. Okay, it means that liquid waste should be treated to remove the harmful and toxic chemicals before releasing it. Okay, gaseous waste, it's a use of scrubbers and electrostatic precipitators that can remove off the harmful gases from them. Okay, so solid waste disposal, we studied three methods are there. Segregation means segregation refers to the separation of waste into categories of waste. Okay, segregation का मतलब होता है अलग अलग करना. It means separating the waste into different categories. Okay, it increases recycling. इससे क्या होता है, recycling increase होती है. Mainly जो popular category है segregate करने की, that is biodegradable and non-biodegradable category. Okay, so if we segregate the waste into biodegradable and non-biodegradable, अगर हम अलग अलग कर दें इन दो categories में, तो it will be easy to recycle the biodegradable waste. इससे biodegradable waste को recycle करना easy हो जाता है. Okay, and these kind of material include vegetable peels, fruit peels, जो kitchen waste होता है mainly. So for this purpose many countries have different dustbins for them. Okay, for biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. Okay, so here people's participation is very important. We also nowadays have different dustbins. Okay, blue color and green color for the disposal of different kinds of waste. Okay, but here the role of people is very important, that whether they follow these methods or not. Okay, so the waste can also be segregated according to their features, like the sharp edged waste like blades, knives, scissors, etc., that can be thrown differently. Inflammable waste like batteries, spray cans, oil bottle, perfume bottle, etc., these can be collected separately. And plastic, glass, paper, etc., which are recyclable, can be collected separately. Okay, infectious waste like biomedical waste of hospital, radioactive waste, radioactive substances, these can also be collected separately. Dumping, it's an activity of depositing waste in an area. Okay, that's a common practice we all do, that we dump our waste in an open area, and an average city resident produce tons of waste every year. So cities therefore run out of space for waste disposal. Now what happened when we dump waste, and now we know that waste more is generated in urban areas in the cities, so there is very less space for dumping these waste. Okay, several sites are located for quick dumping of waste, where waste is thrown in the open. So several sites are determined for quick dumping of waste. Okay, simply just throwing out the waste on that place. Okay, so it is common and cheapest method of disposing waste on the land, because transport cost is the only major expenditure. So that open area is the cheapest and best way to dump the waste to reduce the transport cost. So nowadays this method is improved and it's called landfill. But nowadays, instead of throwing this garbage over the land, a new technique has been discovered, that is called landfill. For the proper disposal of waste in a landfill, solid waste should be spread in thin layer. Okay, it's deposited layer by layer, and then it's pressed by bulldozers. Okay, beneath the earth. Okay, each layer should be solidified by bulldozer before the next layer is deposited. In this way, layer by layer, the waste is deposited, and after every 3 meters of layer, after every 3 meters, a layer of soil, a layer of clean earth, that is soil, should be added and solidified by the bulldozer. Okay, so there are alternate layers of waste and then soil. Sites of landfill should be so selected that the flood water cannot reach here, and the underground water level should also be low. So these are the sites which are kind of a waste and they are unleveled. So by this process the site become leveled, and also the site should be safe as the flood water cannot reach there. Also the groundwater should be very low, so that the toxic chemicals which are produced by the disposing of the waste do not mixed with the underground water. Okay, and large number of gases are produced by this kind of disposing, which are then handled released by venting method. Okay, composting. So organic matter constitutes 35 to 40% of the municipal solid waste. Municipal solid waste constitute 30 to 45% of organic matter, and this is recycled by the method of composting. Composting means biological process in which microorganisms, mainly fungi and bacteria, convert degradable organic waste into humus like substance. Okay, this we have already studied कि composting एक ऐसी process है जिसमें जो microorganisms होते हैं वो complex substance को simple substance में break करके उसे decompose कर देते हैं. Okay, and this finished product look like soil, is high in carbon and nitrogen, and is an excellent medium for growing plant. Basically it becomes humus, which is rich in nutrient, can be added to the soil for better growth of plants instead of the chemical fertilizers. Okay, these are mainly organic fertilizer. Apart from being clean, cheap and safe, composting can significantly reduce the amount of disposable garbage. It's not only a safe method of disposing, but it can also reduce the amount of disposable garbage. This is an organic fertilizer. Okay, and it increases the soil's ability to hold water. It makes easier to cultivate the soil. Okay, next, what are the 3 R's of waste management? We have studied in the waste management the 3 R that stand for reduce, reuse and recycle. Okay, so basically reduce means less use of natural resources. Reduction means reduction in the consumption of natural resources. Okay, then by producing them or destroying the manufacturing process in such a way that they produce minimum water or toxicities. Okay, or we can reduce the amount of waste that is produced by the production of these things. Next is packing in such a way with material create less eventual waste. Okay, packing should also packing contains a lots of waste. Okay, all the products that we purchase are in some or the other kind of packing, which creates a lot of waste. So it should be carefully looked at that what is the material of packaging, and less and less packaging should be used. Okay, then for example, we can reduce the waste of electricity by switching off unnecessary lights and fans. Saving electricity means that we are reducing the use of coal. Okay, so by these kinds of reduction in consumption, short reductions in consumption, we can save huge amount of raw materials. Okay, we can reduce the wastage of water by repairing the leaking taps. We can reduce the use of LPG by making use of solar cookers or inductions. We can reduce the use of petrol by walking or cycling for short distances. Okay, in this way we can save our natural resources. Reduce, reuse means using a product more than once, either for the same purpose or the other. Okay, so can it be reused? See, whenever we buy a new thing or a product, we should keep in mind some questions. Okay, first, that can it be reused? For example, we should choose cloth or string grocery bags, rechargeable batteries, diaper service using cloth diapers, containers which can serve as container or space dividers. Okay, well, we should purchase things which we know that we can reuse easily for some other purpose or the same purpose again. So does it have a long product life? Second thing we should remember, does it have a long product life? So select well made items which can be repaired if necessary. Instead of buying new things for the low quality or cheap items, we should purchase good thing at once. Okay, so that it can be repaired if it is torn in some way or the other. And does it have a minimum packaging? We should also keep in mind that the products we purchasing should have minimum packaging. It means we should purchase the products in bulk instead of buying them in small packets. Okay, then we should keep in mind that does it have a minimum toxicity? It means does it have a less amount of chemicals? It is really necessary to purchase. We should keep in mind, we should ask ourselves, is it really necessary to purchase anything? Okay, resist buying clothing again and again, entertainment in turns and other purchases. Okay, we should rent large equipments which are used infrequently instead of purchasing them. So recycling involves the collection of used and discarded material, processing these material, making them into new products. Recycling means making new products out of the used products. Okay, so this includes 3 steps. This first is collection of waste from the doorsteps or commercial places, then collection of waste from community dumps, and finally collection of waste from the final disposal sites. After collecting this garbage, Mainly organic kitchen waste such as leftover foodstuff, vegetable peels, spoiled or dried foods, vegetables. This can be recycled by putting them into compost pits which have been dug in the garden. So basically compost pits are dug in the garden for decomposition of the organic waste to form compost. All newspapers, magazines, bottles, these can be sold to kabadi wala, the man who buys these items from homes. Okay, these kind of people segregate this waste and then sell to the companies for recycling. Okay, and for making new products. Waste recycling has significant advantages. First, that it leads to less utilization of raw material because we do not need to make new things for consumption if we recycle the old ones. Reduces environmental impacts arising from waste treatment and disposal. Okay, means it reduces the impact on environment that reduced by waste treatment and disposal if we dispose. So instead of if we recycle it, then it will turn to another usable thing. Make the surrounding cleaner and healthier and save the landfill space. Okay, reuse means recycling, while a good practice use a lot of energy and require industrial change to a product. Okay, it means if we recycle a product, then it will turn into a next product of less quality. Okay, lesser quality. Reusing a product, however, does not require major manufacturing manipulation. हाँ, रीयूज़ रिसाइकल से थोड़ा ज़्यादा एफिशिएंट होता है क्योंकि उसमें हमें कोई मेजर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग मैनिपुलेशन नहीं करना होता. ओके, जस्ट वी हैव टू पुट द थिंग फ्रॉम वन यूज़ टू अनदर यूज़. ओके, सो इट्स सिंपली पुट बैक टू द वर्क फॉर ओरिजिनल वर्क और एनी अदर वर्क. ओके, जैसे कि हम जो कंटेनर्स लाते हैं किसी भी चीज़ में, अगर हमारे पास कंटेनर्स आते हैं फॉर एग्जांपल एनी पैकेज फूड आइटम, तो उस कंटेनर को हम अपने घर में कुछ स्टोर करने के लिए दोबारा यूज़ कर सकते हैं. इफ इट्स ऑफ गुड क्वालिटी, एल्यूमिनियम का कंटेनर है या प्लास्टिक कंटेनर्स है, we can reuse them. Okay, similarly example of using reusing materials are, कैसे हम reuse कर सकते हैं? Donating our old and working computers to a school. अगर कोई old computers हैं जो किसी institution में ख़राब हो गए हैं तो उन्हें हम school में donate कर सकते हैं. With a minimum repair they can start working again because there is no heavy load in the schools. Allowing customers to return used packaging. Yeah, this can be done. Okay, this is an effective method that we can ask the customers to return the boxes, packaging, peanuts, bubble wrap so that they can be reused by the industries for packaging. Okay, furnishing an office with reclaimed material instead of purchasing new chairs and tables. Yeah, this is also a good option that the offices can be furnished with reusable chairs. Okay, instead of buying new furnitures. So reusing resource can help a business save money while decreasing its ecological footprint. Means it makes the production cost effective as well as it decrease the amount of waste produced in the process of production. Increase the lifespan of investment. It means once invested we can reuse the products that are created by us. Spares a business the cost of buying new products. The cost of buying new raw material is also saved. Reuses can also impact the community. Okay, means business can donate old material and product to school, creative art center, or any number of reuse organization. This benefit the community and avoid wasting good material. Okay, so it benefits both the giver and the receiver. That's all. Thank you.